Hey guys, Glen here, Mountain Man Journals. We're continuing on. We got our logs back here. We're going to be sawing them up. What this is going to be used for is the greenhouse, and I'm going to be doing a series here on building the greenhouse, how I'm going to build our greenhouse. Might not be necessarily the exact way that it should be done, but this is how I'm going to build our greenhouse. So there's many different ways of building greenhouses. This is just how I'm going to build mine. But this is going to be a series. I showed skidding the logs, and I'm going to be sawing up the logs, and then we're going to use it on the wood on the greenhouse to build that, so we can grow our vegetables and stuff. I'm not going to be able to put a garden in this year just because of time and everything, so it'll just be all done in the greenhouse. The greenhouse will be 16 feet wide by 20 feet long. Our growing season here in Idaho is pretty short, so we have to kind of compensate with a greenhouse. I guess with that being said, I'm going to get going here and do some cutting. I'm going to shut the camera off, but I'll show some then as I'm cutting and stuff, how I'm cutting and that. So I guess with that being said, I'll see you in a little bit then. Alright guys, I'm sawing here. I'm going to saw this log up for you and show you how I'm doing that. A little windy, but you won't be able to hear me. I won't be saying much anyways. I was sawing. So just going to saw this up. I've got to make at least a 3x3 out of it, and probably be able to get a couple other boards out of it. The outside of this is kind of ain't the greatest. This was a dead standing tree, so, and that's about all I cut pretty much, is dead standing stuff. So I'm not going to be able to get as much out of this as what I normally would, just because the outside isn't the greatest. Some cracks and stuff, but what I do is, and you'll see me do it, after I make my first cut, flip it, and then make my second cut, I double check it with a square to make sure that I got a nice square, two nice square sides, so when I flip it, I'm going to make another nice straight cut too. But you'll see me do that then here in a little bit. So alright, I'm going to fire this thing up, and we're going to get rolling.
front of that. Well, that's running. That's safety's sake. We got a good, nice straight cut. Now these dogs can come out, the ones in the back. I usually leave the front ones in just to help hold. it's off just a little bit, so I just double check it with my tape. I'm going to be making an 1.5-inch thick board, and then I'll rip it down. I don't know, my camera shut off there on me. Has a timer on it. 10 minutes it shuts down. But anyways, I'm gonna they're not true 2x4s, they're 4 inches thick, but they're not, they're gonna be 1.5 inch thick, because I don't have longer spikes to nail it, and I have a bunch of air nails that I'm going to be using. So in order to go through that, the depth that I need, I'm only going to make them 1.5 inches thick. So that's what I'm doing now. Alright guys, what I've done now is basically I made my 4x4 and I got an 1"x4 board out of that. What I'll do next is I'll get my boards, the ones I cut before. They're 8 inches, they're actually like 8 and about an 1/8, not quite 8 and a 1/16 wide, so that when I make my saw cut, it makes them 8 inches, or 4 inches. So I'll have 2x4s made, so out of the 1.5" by 8 and a 1/16 boards that I made. But I'll get that set up, and then I'll get back with you. Alright, we got these set up. This is how we cut boards too, like thinner boards, whatever size boards here. Got the dog locking it in, and let's rip right down through here, make some 2x4s. Alright guys, so we've got 4 2x4s now. So hope you guys enjoyed this sawing. Probably won't show anymore, but I'll show you once I start working on the greenhouse and everything. I'll start showing the building and how I'm gonna do it and stuff like that. But so I guess we'll see you after a bit then.